Hello, is it working? So it's almost noon. Um, and I haven't slept that much last night because I was doing something and busy, and I got active, and I wasn't able to sleep. So I don't want my screen to turn black here because yeah, never mind. So there's something I haven't talked about this before. I don't think I have on my channel. Um, so I feel like explaining about this in details when it comes to meeting my orchestrated twin physically, but it didn't happen. So where am I gonna start? So I was brainwashed by the cult twin flame, and I was going through all this supernatural experiences, and around late 2022, I believe, I was going through financial loss, and yeah, and I remember I was freaking out. And then all of a sudden, like, the money started rolling, and then I traveled abroad there. I was like, yay, finally. And yeah, it was such a funny time, really. And and then yeah, I traveled abroad, and then later, me and my twin, we rekindled after after long separation for like 4 months, and yeah, he actually came back on my birthday time. So yeah, I explained about this bit, and then we had the drama started for like the first time, I remember. After rekindled, and then the push and pull dynamic started, just drama, chaos, and then the dark interference. There's these entities that paired us up and to create more chaos and drama, this love bite connection, typical. And so just wanna clarify, I've never met my twin in real life, but it almost happened though, which is funny. Okay, so so I was living abroad, and I remember he had plans to to travel. This guy seems like he travels a lot. Inside my head, I was like, is he rich or something? I don't know. It seems like he makes a lot of money. Like, how does this happen? So he planned to travel to to the Middle East, a dry ass land, and and yeah, I remember he was telling me he was gonna travel to this place. And I was thinking inside my head, oh, maybe because there's like a football match going on. Maybe he wants to travel there because he wants to see a football match or something. Then yeah, that didn't happen. To that particular place. Because I asked him if he traveled there, then he's like, no. Then yeah. Then again, he had the plan to travel to that dry ass land again, like one of those lands. I was like, wait, why he wants to go there? That's weird. Like I kept thinking, I was like, okay. And we had push and pull dynamic. We didn't talk to each other that much, to be honest. It's always frequent distance and separation. Anyway, so yeah, the push and pull, even like a few times I remember like messaging him, and then I remember, I think after a week of our distance or something. Okay, so this is around what's this? Is it late 2022 or something? Yeah, late 2022, I believe. We were separated on 1 week, and then I was brainwashed by the cult twin flame. I was in this mini group. A lot was going on, okay, and one time I just had it enough. Like after 1 week of distance, I decided that I want I wanted to leave him. Like I had thoughts about like leaving him completely. I was going through a lot, on the inside and outside. I remember sending him a long message. It was like a goodbye message, and I remember it was kind of depressing because it was kind of like supernatural culty message. I was brainwashed. I was confused too, and at the same time it was like a goodbye message. Yeah, it was pretty long, and I blocked him immediately. Like I didn't give him a chance to reply to me back, so I blocked him. And yeah, okay, so I'm talking about this part because it's just funny to me and strange, and I'm explaining this part so that I could explain what happens next when it comes to like the orchestrated meaning thing, or like him, how do you say, like being closer to me when it comes to distance and location, so I'm gonna explain this part here. So yeah, I remember blocking him. I just wanted to leave him. I wanted to give up this whole twin flame thing, and then 2 days later, after blocking him, all of the sudden I started feeling his energy. I was like, why I'm feeling like this? Oh, I started to see signs about him, like synchronicities, repeated numbers. I was like, wait, what? What? Wait, why? Why I'm seeing signs of him? Wait, what? Like something like that, and something happened to my phone, and like the algorithm, like I see, like I saw stuff that is like a reminder. I was like, wait, what? Why am I seeing all this? Like, and then I started feeling his energy. I remember at that time I didn't know it was I thought it was just me or mistaken energies as my own when it was actually coming from him. So, on my previous live stream, I said something about his energy. Exactly, it was coming from him. Anyway, and yeah, I was I was picking up energies and signs it was coming from him, and like imagine like after blocking him, and on the third day it was becoming intense, and I I was feeling like, wait, why do I feel like he's about to come back or something? I don't know. It's feeling some sort of energy. I know it was coming from him. I unblocked him on on the third day. The energies were overwhelming. Also, I remember uploading stuff on my status. I think it was a picture or something, I don't know. Video or picture, I don't know. And of course, my twin, he still had my contact number, so I'm not surprised that he was able to see my status. So after I unblocked him on the third day, he saw my status. I was like, oh, okay. And then I was in this, cult thing, like spiritual twin flame, like cult or whatever. And then there were these two girls. I remember we created. No, wait. Wait. I'm trying to remember here. God damn it. No, wait. I was talking to this girl in a DM. Yeah, we were DMing each other, and I remember she was telling me this method. She was doing it through her twin, so she was sharing this with me. Maybe she thought maybe I should try it on him. Like there's this method, it's like telepathy or whatever. So I give it a try. I decided to test it. I unblocked him, and around this time I was feeling his energy like so much. I was like, wait, why do I feel like he's about to reach out to me? Blah, 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 blah. Yeah. Anyway, so I just felt the energy. Anyway, so I decided to try the method on him, and I don't know for how long. It was like for a few minutes. And then it is done, he immediately reached out to me after that method is done. And I was like, oh my god, you know, oh my god, he just messaged me, he reached out to me. I was like, oh my god. And yeah, I posted this, the conversations between me and that girl somewhere. You know, the post is there. I'm sure you can find it. But anyway, never mind. So yeah, he reached out to me, and guess what happened, guys? Like, he sent me a location. He immediately sent me a location where he was at the airport in transit before going back to the Middle East. Like, he was just 1.5 to 2 hours away from me at the airport. I was like, what the hell? So like, I was so surprised, and he was surprised, you know. It's like, oh, we are so close, you know. I was like, what the fuck? Yeah, that was crazy. And yeah. Holy crap, like, I still remember. It was like, no way that happened. So, you know, me and my twin, we from a different continent, all of the sudden one day he's just closer to me. I was like, wow. Anyway, and then so yeah, he was at the airport. He was in transit, like he had 3 or 2 hours left before traveling to the Middle East. And and it was at night time when he messaged me. Like, imagine if it was daytime, I would have probably taken a transport to like see him at the airport. But that didn't happen. Okay, it was night, it was, you know, late. Anyway, that was wild, guys. That was wild. Anyway, then he reached to the Middle East. I was like, wait, why is he there? That's so weird. Anyway, yeah, that was just weird. And yeah, so then he went to the Middle East, and then then a week later or so, yeah, a week later or 2 weeks later, then then something happened. Okay, I think my family asked me to come back to be with them over there. I was abroad. Sorry, I just can't stop laughing. But yeah. And then okay, I traveled back after my family asked me. I traveled back to be to be with them, and boop, then he's just 5 hours away from me, you know. We're close, so and then something strange happened. Yeah, and then I was on vacation too, and then you know, back in the Middle East with my family, and my twin is in the Middle East. You know, it's very funny. You know, it's orchestrated. You know, inside his mind, he thinks it is his plan and nothing has to do with me. You know, but actually, the spiritual reason why, because of me. He traveled to the Middle East because of me. He became drawn to the Middle East for some reason. Like, I know he has been to the Middle East before, but around that time when that happened, uh, it was because of me. I think these forces are trying to set us up so that we can meet each other physically, right? Yeah, so it's orchestrated. Anyway, yeah, back with my family, and again with the push and pull dynamic and whatever. It's just, in one time, he asked me, like, when am I gonna visit him? Because he's closer to me, and he's not that far. I could easily take a bus to see him. But when I came back, to Middle East with my family, all of a sudden I got so ill, so sick. Like, I didn't recover for like a month or so, even more than that, I think. I was just so ill and sick, and I was so scared. And yeah, this whole setup is orchestrated. But for some reason the meeting did not happen. Okay, and then strange enough, I had like a short vacation. I was supposed to go back to that country, and supposed to go back, but some chaos happened. So I ended up staying longer to be with my family. That's funny. So my vacation got extended longer. It's so weird, guys. Like this whole thing is orchestrated. It happened just so that we can meet each other. Like, there was an opportunity for meeting, right? But it didn't happen. I was ill. I was scared because of my family, so I didn't see him, and it's just, yeah, it's just crazy looking back inside his 3D logical matrix mindset of my twin. He's the 3D matrix twin, right? So he thinks that is all his plan, nothing have to do with me. But since I'm the conscious spiritual twin here, it's because of me. It's because the entity is trying to set us up. But then for some reason I didn't see him, and I think maybe it was a spiritual protection to prevent me, I guess, from not seeing him. Maybe because something bad could have happened to me. Maybe, I think it was just to protect me from not meeting him, not seeing him, or anything like that. I'm glad that didn't happen, honestly, because what could have happened? Like, anything bad could have happened to me. So he invited me to his place. I mean, he wanted me to come to his place, and It's not safe, now looking back. I'm glad that didn't happen, because imagine, and I wasn't aware of who he was fully back then compared to now. Like, imagine what could have happened to me. Like, I don't know. But yeah, it's dangerous. Like, love by connections are dangerous, and spiritual too is, yeah. Mm. Some other people, well, when it comes to their meetings, yeah, some of them experience abuse, dark interference, and some of them didn't. Like, yeah, there's this person who would experience interference, um, when it comes to online communication. There's chaos, drama, and then separation phases would happen. And yeah, then this person will travel to meet the twin, and then there's no interference. Like, their meeting, physical meeting, everything was great, and I'm so surprised. Yeah, physical meeting, everything was great, but for some reason, when they're distant, there is interference, like chaos and drama. That's hilarious to me. I'm surprised. In my situation, I don't know. I think if that were to happen, I think it would be bad. I'm pretty sure. So yeah, so this is my whole explanation of this orchestrated meeting. I almost met my twin, but it didn't happen. So yeah, he stayed in the Middle East for like 2 months, I think. Then that was it. Like, he left Middle East after that, traveled back to the place he resides. So yeah, and then after that, I I left and went back. Yep, that was it, guys. That was a funny, strange orchestration. That is all. Bye.